Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well this morning. Glad to say I've got my friend Daniel back. How are you, Daniel? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Claude. I'm good. Listen, it's good to be back on your show, and yeah, I'm really good to be back on.
Yeah, it's great. No, nice to have you on again. And well, it's this International Week. I know it's awful, and well, come the weekend we're back to normal again, and a very busy schedule because I think up until Christmas, I think there's going to be virtually a game every day. So. It's going to be quite busy, so that's good news anyway. We need football, especially with this lockdown, which could be extended apparently now. I've been hearing we do need our football.
Yeah, we do. And international breaks during this season. And is it just me, Claude? And I said this on my stream as well when I'd done it earlier on my channel. I said, is it just me, or is it every time we have an international break, all these players come back with positive coronavirus tests? That can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, we'll go into that because I think we've got another casualty on that. We'll go into that during the show. But I want to start, everyone. I want to start with this news this morning, and I'm going to go on the screen, and it's going to excite you Gunners fans, I think, because this could be. Let's have a look. Let's get it up. There we go. Let's get it up. Where is it? And it's this news, everyone. And it's the news here. Christian Eriksen. Possible good swap with Granit Xhaka. Apparently, talks are going on, and both sides are in agreement with the deal. It's now up to the player, apparently, if he wants to do the deal in January. Daniel, what do you think of that? Could happen. Granit Xhaka's up to both players. Both players have got to agree to it. Apparently, that's the only stumbling block. But at the moment, at this present moment, Daniel, they reckon that. Oh God! Oh my God! My cough. I've got a really bad cough this morning. And bear with me a minute. They reckon it's just a matter of both players agreeing to it. The big stumbling block is that they're saying that Christian Eriksen is very loyal to Spurs and he wouldn't join Arsenal and things like that. But I've seen these things said before, and remember with Sol Campbell. So, what do you think of that, then, Daniel?
I'd take it all day long. I would absolutely take it all day long. I would listen. If it gets rid of Granit Xhaka, I would take it. Christian Eriksen is better than Granit Xhaka, in my opinion. And yeah, listen, I don't care about the fact that he played for Tottenham or he used to play for Tottenham. Listen, we didn't have sentimental like that when we got Sol Campbell, did we? So, I would take it all day long. The only thing that worries me with this is I thought Arteta was a massive fan of Granit Xhaka. So is he now seeing what we've all seen for the last 3 or 4 years and decided to pull curtains on it? Listen, I know it's only paper speculation, so we can't get too carried away. But if there's any truth in this, yeah, I would take it all day long.
Well, not only absolutely. Well, I'm looking at the angle of this, Daniel, is that we are in need of creativity, aren't we? And this guy fits the bill for me. I think Tottenham are lacking him. The one player they're lacking is that type of player which they let go, and with Thomas Partey coming in as well, is there really a place? Is there really spot for Granit in the team? I think this could be a great deal for us as well. I mean, brilliant deal for Granit to go and get first team football in Italy.
When are they talking about this happening? In January or in the summer?
In January.
Because that wouldn't be a bad signing for a January transfer window. And if we could get that in, if we could pull that off, Claude, I tell you what, it would be absolutely amazing. I would take him. He's a decent player, Christian Eriksen. I know about his loyalty to Tottenham and all that jazz, but listen, think of your football career before you think of the love for your club. Do you know what I mean? And I would take it. I would absolutely take it. I would take it all day long. Granit Xhaka, for me, he's not been good enough. He was you know, he's fall short of any expectations that he had when he come in. And listen, that's the only way we're going to get players like that off the books. And yeah, I would absolutely take it all day long. And like you said, with Thomas Partey now in the team, there's not really a place for Granit Xhaka because them two don't play and can't play together. You know, and we've seen with the emergence of El Neni now, who's potentially got a place in the team as a squad player, or even to partner Thomas Partey. Yeah, I would take it. I would absolutely take this deal all day long. And plus it pisses off Tottenham fans, which is always a bonus.
Yeah, it might actually do that. Yeah, I just think it's a great deal. It's a good deal for Granit Xhaka as well, because I think that would suit him more to play in Italy's style of play. It would suit more in the Italian league than in the English Premier League. And I just think it's a good deal all round. We get that creative player then that we really need. I think it'd be a brilliant deal for Arsenal. I think this is the sort of player, and I think rather than spend a lot of money, this would be ideal for us, because now the only stumbling block is his £220,000 a week wages, but I don't think that could be a stumbling block, because what you do, you'll take Granit's off, and with possibly Mesut Ozil going back in the summer as well, so that, you know, there's wages going to come off, and a lot of other players coming off the wage bill in the summer. I think this would be a great deal for Arsenal, and well, we'll see. Apparently the two clubs are wanting the deal done, but of course you have to. It's up to the players now whether they want the move. That's the only stop. Does Granit want to go to Inter, and does Christian Eriksen want to come to Arsenal? But he's not really getting any game time at Inter Milan, so you know, this could be a perfect deal for us all. You know, let's have there's a super chat. Gio says, "Good morning, Claude. Eriksen has lost it," he says. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he hasn't lost it. Maybe the English game suits him more. Who knows? I mean, I don't totally agree with that, Gio. But thank you for the super chat.
Nah.
Ryan has said hello. Ryan from the Arsenal podcast, Mr. Arsenal podcast. He said hello, Daniel. Sabina, perfect. Lol, says Sabina. Randy says I'd keep Xhaka. Oh well, there's a lot of people some people not really wanting the deal, Daniel. Can you understand that? I don't know. I think it would be good for us.
I think it'd be good for us. I would take him all day long, Claude. Absolutely. I would take him all day long.
Our friend Kevin Marks says big up and hope you're all well. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
What else is there? Anthony, it was a great player when he played with Spurs. Don't understand why some Arsenal fans are calling him lazy. What are they watching? There are a lot of Arsenal fans, not agreeing with this deal. But, you know, let's be honest, right? At this present moment, that's what we lack. We lack creativity. And if we can get Granit Xhaka off the books as well, I think this is a great deal. I don't know why we're moaning about it. I really don't. But there's no pleasing everyone, is there? Let's have a. So you're happy with that? You're definitely happy with that, Daniel?
Yeah, definitely, Claude. Claude, I would absolutely take this deal in a heartbeat. I think it. Listen, you know, we can't do any worse than what we're doing, can we? And we need to get rid of these players somehow. And you know, if we can get a few years out of Christian Eriksen, then you know, I would take it. And you know, we already know he's Premier League proven, and you know, it might not work out, but you know what? It can't be any worse than what we've got at the moment. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so that's what let's hopefully we'll get that deal done. I want to come to this this story now, Daniel. 1 minute, I'll just get it up, and it's not good news for Arsenal as far as. Well, let's have a look at this now. 1 minute, let's have a look.
Yeah. Just want to say big up everybody in the chat as well, because I can see your comments there giving me lots of love. So thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that.
Of course they do. There's a lot of love for you, Daniel. Don't worry about that. Let's have a look. Wait, let's have a look. There we go. And it's this story, Daniel. Egypt FA post update on El Neni's positive COVID test. So there's another player who's been playing quite well, come in and done a really good job. But as now, after his agent has confirmed that he's had a COVID test for Arsenal midfielder, Egypt are providing an update, and they're saying he was with Egypt squad. The Egypt said since posting an update on his, they confirmed that El Neni tested positive without any symptoms upon arriving in Togo. They emphasised that El Neni has been following all the protocol, currently calling him the well behaved. He's been well behaved and everything like that. And it looks like he could be. It looks like he could be missing for a couple of weeks now. Then that's El Neni. What do you think of that, Daniel?
You know, like I said at the top of the stream, it's funny how that whenever these players go on international duty, most of them come back with positive coronavirus tests because they don't have the protocols in check. I know they've got their own protocols, but it's not. Listen, when you're playing for your club, they've got better protocols, and I find it a bit suspicious how all this happens at an international break. I think personally they should have scrapped international football or played them at a neutral venue, you know, like they do with the Champions League, like they did at the end of last season with the Champions League and Europa League. Just play them all in a neutral place as like have it as like a mini kind of tournament thing, just to get them done, because listen, I'm all for players going away on international duty, but listen, we've had too many international breaks as it is. You know, I think what we're on the third international break in about 2 or 3 months now that we've got to be on, and it just disrupts the flow of the season. It just disrupts everything. Do you know what I mean? It's but yeah, listen, it's no surprise. And apparently, he went to Mo Salah's party, didn't he, or something? Because Mo Salah's got the coronavirus as well, or something. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, it is what it is. We have to deal with it. It's the world we live in right now, and you know, we're going to get more cases like this, and yeah, we just have to deal with it the best we can. I mean, you know, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just going to tell people, anyone spamming the chat, I'm just going to automatically take you out. Sam, there's a guy called Sam. I'm going to automatically take you out of the chat because I'm not having this chat putting spam on this chat. Yeah, it's stopping other people coming through, and it's ridiculous. Yeah. Let's grow up.
Haters have got nothing better to do, and you know, people.
Let's all grow up a bit, everyone. Let's grow up. You know, you're not little.
You know children. What it is? Do you know what it is? Right, people. I don't pay no attention to haters. People that put in hate comments in there, especially against me, they can do that all they want because I pay no attention to you, because at the end of the day, you're just insignificant. Yeah. So carry on, because you're only wasting your own time. You're not wasting mine, and. You know, you're certainly not offending me. So you know, carry on. Exactly. You know, because no attention. You know, you're not getting any attention from me, and I'm certainly not going to, you know, leave the chat getting all upset over it. Because at the end of the day, I've got more people that love me than hate me. So carry on.
Yeah. So I'm going around and having a look at more stuff. Let's have a look here. And it's this guy. I don't know. This is another one of our targets in January. I reckon could be a perfect partner for. Could be perfect for Partey. It will suit Partey, Thomas Partey. And it's let's have a look here. Where is it? Where's it coming up? Is it coming up?
Yeah, we need someone. We need somebody decent to Partey to partner Partey, don't we?
Yeah, let's get this up on the screen for for lovely people. Let's have a look at this. This is the guy, and I find it hard to pronounce his name, but I'll give it a try. He's from Salzburg, and Shabozlai.
Oh, Sloposlay.
Oh, Shabozlai. Is it Shabozlai?
Yeah, the guy from Salzburg. Yeah, the guy from
Red Bull Salzburg.
Yeah.
And they believe he will make a big money move in January with Arsenal interested. I think it's quoted around about 25 to 30 million euros.
Again, I would take this deal, Claude. Listen, the guy is quality. Have you seen him play, Claude, for Salzburg? He's got some good passing skills on him, and I think he's the creative outlet that we've been missing and that we're lacking this season. I would absolutely take it. I think he is quality. I think he can be. You can develop him as well, because I don't think he's that old. But yeah, his quality and his movement on the ball, and
what's his age? His age comes up here on us. No, I can't see his age on there, but I think he's about 23, 24. I think. I'm not sure. I wouldn't. Yeah, but there are other clubs interested apparently, and I think Real Madrid have come in as well on this one. Apparently, these could be the perfect option to link the midfield with strikers pierre-emerick
and also he's cheap. 25 million is a bargain, an absolute bargain. Considering that you say if somebody like Real Madrid gets him, his value, if he plays well, he'll probably go up to about the 60, 70 million mark. So if we can get him at 25 million, we know that Arsenal love a bargain. We know that Arsenal love a cheap deal. So that go and get this done. Listen, we already made a massive error in letting Ziyech go to Chelsea. Remember we were linked with Ziyech last summer, and we could have had him for 30 million, but we didn't, because apparently we've got great Mesut Ozil who can do a job. So we let Ziyech go. So let's not make the same mistake again with this guy.
We wanted Willian instead. Apparently, he wanted Willian instead.
Well, no, because Claude Ziyech was linked with us last season. Remember when Unai Emery didn't want him? Emery wanted Zaha. Emery wanted Zaha instead of Ziyech, and Zaha was 80 million. Ziyech was 30 million. And yet they went for Pepe, who was 72 million. And we could have got Ziyech. And Ziyech, in my opinion, is a better player than Pepe, and he's a better player than Zaha. And I would have taken him as well. And he wanted to come, Claude. He wanted to come to Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan. His family are Arsenal fans. He said the only club I want to play for is Arsenal.
Dennis Bergkamp's daughter goes out with him as well.
Yeah, and it's and we let him go to Chelsea, and we just missed it. We missed the boat.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's really poor. Really.
And this is what I don't understand, Claude. Right, this board. It's no secret that this board love a cheap deal, but then you get absolute gems like Ziyech, who are 30 million, and we let them go, and yet we spend 72 million. And I don't get it. I don't get it. That this board, it just goes to show how shit the recruitment is at Arsenal, because this board love a cheap deal, but then they miss out. The recruitment's terrible. Yeah. I mean, it's only got better, maybe over the last. Maybe the signing of Partey was decent. The signing of Gabriel is a decent signing so far. Listen, it's still early days with him. But the early signs are good. But largely, the recruitment of this football club has been absolutely terrible. Getting David Luiz in and getting Willian in, we are coming a retirement home. I know you've said it more than once on air before that we're just coming a retirement home. Do you know what I mean? Next there'll be they'll be getting some other aging player. Do you know what I mean? It's just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, the recruitment policy at Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree, Daniel, and yeah, I totally agree with you, mate. But what can you do? Claude, this is MN. He says Claude he's 20. I agree with Daniel. He scored 1 goal. He scored some goals in the Champions League. He's quite good. MN said that you're about your what's his name? Dominic Shabazla or
Dominic Sloppersley. I think it's pronounced Sloppersley. Sloppersley. I don't know, mate. I can't pronounce. Try saying that when you try saying that when you've had a few beers. Do you know what I mean?
He's getting him on your shirt will be quite expensive. That's it. With his letters he's got on his. I mean, letters. Anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
My cold is really bad. Anyway, let's move on to something else. So let's have a look. Terrible. My cold. Let's have a look. And what about this one? This is one that I don't know if you remember. Let's go. And it's this story. Hold on, let's get this out of the way. Aubameyang sleeping on an airport floor ahead of the Leeds United game. Well, you know about this story, do you, Daniel?
No, I know that it was doing the rounds. I know that Charles Watts put a video out on YouTube yesterday talking about this, something to do with Aubameyang's airport nightmare or something.
Yeah, airport nightmare. Apparently, I think it was just after the game, and they got stuck. They were held at the airport because I don't know what it was. Let's go into it more deeply. Let's have a look. He took to his frustration, experienced lengthy delays at Banjul International Airport in the Gambia. Was in the country for an African nations qualifier in Baku on Monday afternoon. Look there, and there's the pictures. If you can see the pictures there, I think there they are. There they all. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. There you go. There's the pictures. All sleeping. The national team sleeping. You can't believe what you're seeing, can you? There you go. Surely they could have put them up at a hotel rather than all this nonsense. I don't know. I don't. It's just ridiculous.
It is. It's
really ridiculous. And yeah, so not good preparation to come back for Sunday, is it? This is apparently they lost the game as well, 2-1 to Gambia, didn't they? So yeah, not good thing at all, really. But what do you think of that, then, Daniel?
Oh, well, with the Aubameyang thing.
Sorry. Can I just interrupt with the super chat here, mate? From our friend Anthony Herbert. Claude Florini wants to buy Arsenal Football Club. I don't even think he's got. I mean, I know he's got a bit of wealth now, but whether he's got that sort of wealth is unless he's in a consortium, part of a consortium, I don't know. But that's an interesting take. I don't think he can do that on his own, to be honest with you. I know he's got a lot of... What do you think of that, Daniel? Flamini wanting to buy Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Unless, I don't think it's going to happen.
You know, I don't know. It depends if it's all part of a big consortium. Thank you very much, David.
What happened to what happened to this Dan Gotti or something, supposedly wanting to buy Arsenal? Apparently, he's wanted to buy Arsenal for the last 5-6 years, and yet he's just gone quiet. Firstly, he wanted to buy it in 2015, then 2018, then 2021, and now because of this pandemic, he'll probably put it back to 2030. I mean, if you're just going to say that you want to buy Arsenal and then keep putting the time back, listen, if you want to buy Arsenal, just go and put a bid in. Listen, the Cronkies ain't going to sell, are they? They ain't going to sell.
Billion. He's apparently got, according to Hussein, he's got 35 billion in his well, he's worth 35 billion now. I didn't think he was worth that much. No, it's incredible. Where did you get this? All this? I suppose he's invested in something really.
Yeah,
it's incredible. He's got 35 billion. So he's got quite a bit of money. So it'll be interesting to see if he does. That would be quite something, wouldn't it? But I don't think he'll sell. I don't think this guy will sell up anyway. His net worth is 35 million. Oh, his net worth is
35 billion.
35 million won't even get you. You wouldn't even be able to buy a 1% of my bloody.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah,
it's
the crank calls are still coming through. This is what Daniel. This is what I've got to put up with. Yeah, let's show everyone what we've got to put up with. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Look, this is what we've got to put up with. Yeah. Here we go. Look. Look. Crank call. Another crank.
Claude.
There we go. See what I mean? That's what you've got to put up with now.
Is that someone calling you?
Yeah, and this is the crank calls I'm getting all the time. There we go. Oh no.
Really?
That's what really.
You know what?
Have you got
you guys, have you got nothing better to do with your life? Seriously, go
I've been getting that all night. I've got that all night last night. I'm getting it this morning.
Go and finger a bird or something. Do you know what I mean? Go and do something better with your life. Jesus Christ.
But as the police are onto this now, that will be another number going to the police. I've got a list of them this morning. They won't, at the end of the day, it's not. See, this is what you got to put out with, I'm afraid. And never mind.
Yeah, let's say go and do something constructive with your life. Go finger a bird or something. Right. Do you know what I mean? Go and do something better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, go and just do something constructive rather than spam people's phones. And mate, tell you what, mate. Do you know what it is, right? And a lot of people ask me this. They always say, how do you deal with haters? Best way to deal with haters is just don't respond to them. Don't just ignore them and just because at the end of the day, they're only wasting their own time. They ain't wasting your Claude. I
don't know how they got my number. They're coming through on FaceTime now as well. I don't know how they're getting my number.
Yeah.
But these now it's stupid because now this is all going to the police now. All these numbers are going to the police. I had them in on Friday, so they're all going in. They're stupid to keep doing it.
Yeah.
But keep carrying on. Then another number going, and
it's stupid. Anyway, it's stupid. People just need to grow up.
Change your number. Says well, it's not easy at the moment because I'm going through a bit of a moving play. I'm trying to move from one place to another. So while I've got that, I'm dealing with people that have got no identity numbers. So,
and the thing is, as well, right? The thing is, if you don't like somebody, that's fair enough. Listen, you know, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Listen, I ain't everyone's cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? You don't like somebody, that's fair enough. Just don't. Why do you have to feel the need to spam them with prank calls or hateful comments and that? Just go and switch off. It's a simple solution. You do have an option. You know, you don't have to watch. You don't have to tune in. You don't have to do that. You don't have to, prank call. Just switch off. It's a simple solution. You know, this is what I mean. Haters are so stupid. They haven't figured out that there's a switch off button. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad, mate. Honestly, it is. And do you know what it is? A lot of people.
I'm not going to ask you, but look, it's going constantly. Look, more constantly.
But do you know what it is, Claude? Right? A lot of people ask me this, and they say, "Do you get upset and offended with haters?" And the simple answer is no. I just laugh at them because they just show how stupid they are. They really do, and it is, mate. Honestly, just ignore it. And the fact that you know what I mean, it's hard though because when you're getting it constantly, but. Yeah, it's mad, mate. They need to grow up and just do something constructive with their lives. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just spamming somebody, it's mad, utter mad.
Yeah, well, that will be. I'm going to list all these numbers down, and they'll all be blocked soon anyway. So, but. Be interesting to keep carrying on. They're going to see. I've done that one, and I have done that one. Sabina can't wait for Christmas dinner already. Already, people talking about Christmas in November. Come on,
yeah, it's mad.
Let's have a look around, see if there's anything else going on, Daniel. At the moment, that's brilliant news, though. If we can get that Eriksen deal over the line, that'd be really good, mate. I think. Where's this? Never mind. Let's have a look.
Yeah, big up everybody in the chat. There's a lot of positive comments in the chat. I was just scrolling through a few of them because I can see them here. So yeah, big up every one of you. There's lots of positive comments, Claude.
Yeah, I know. Because you're on today. See, the comments are really positive.
Nah, mate, they're all here for you, mate.
By the way, well done to everyone who turned up into the debate yesterday on the with Lee Gunner. That was a great debate with Lee Gunner last night. Yesterday morning. I think about in the end I got 12,000 turned up. 12,000 watched that video, and. I think Terry was put up a good fight, but in the end, of course, only one winner in the end of the day. But he did put a good. He put his case well, but Lee had too many facts to prove too much for Terry in the end, and maybe now Terry will be a bit more calmer and realise who the voice of reasons are now, and who are the facts of reasons and who is the voice of reason, and that'd be good. But anyway, let's carry on. What's this? 5 million worth sale? A 5 million worth player offered for 25 million is a bargain at our club. A 50 million worth player for 25 makes our ball doubt it, and I think there is something fishy going on. Something fishy going on there. Hold on.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't understand that, but anyway, thanks for that. Eriksen, apparently, according to WRLDX, Eriksen is a poor man's Ozil, according to that. Maybe
I think he's better than Ozil.
If you're talking about the Ozil of the Werder Bremen and Real Madrid days and the 2010 World Cup, I would probably say maybe you could have a point, but not now. No, not now, because we haven't got that Mesut Ozil anymore. It's no longer that. Having said that, I still believe he's good enough to be in our 20. even on the bench, he's still good enough to be on the bench for us. But
yeah. I just think the thing with Ozil, right, is that people say that he's like he's a poor man's Ozil, but here's the thing: Ozil's not done it, has he? He's not done it. He's not done it at Arsenal, not really. You know, when you look at Ozil's career at Arsenal, he's not really lived up to expectations or hype. Take away whether you love him or you hate him. When you take away that, he's not really done it, has he? He's not really, a lot of people can go on and say that he's, contributed to win us the FA Cup. So did so many other players. He's not really lived up to the expectations. Now, listen, when Ozil came to Arsenal, right, yeah, I was one of his biggest fans. When I saw him rip England apart in the 2010 World Cup, he was absolutely outstanding in that game, and in that tournament you could see that he was just absolutely a class player. But we've not seen anything like that at Arsenal, not seen anything like that. And we need to move on from Ozil now. We need to move on. We need to look to the future.
I agree, Daniel. I just got a super chat here, mate. I might ask you this one. Who are your top 5 music artists ever? Thank you for that, Mr. Mitt. Music artists. As you mean
top
singers?
5. Do you know what, right? I've got a bit. My music taste is so weird. So, like, I like every kind of genre. I like some old style country and western. I like love a bit of Kenny Rogers, which a lot of people find that weird because of my age and stuff. But do you know what, right? But yeah, I love a bit of Kenny Rogers, and then but yeah, I like different types of genres. The problem with today's music, right, is a lot of today's music, there's some good stuff, but then a lot of it just sounds like utter tripe. Do you know what I mean? It really does. Like you listen to some of it and you're just like, Jesus Christ, this ain't music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. My 5 are, if I'm going to say 5, I'm going to say, because I like all type of music as well. I'm going to go Lionel Richie, Luther Vandross. I'm going to go Whitney Houston.
Yes, decent.
Who else do I like?
Love a bit of Bob Marley. Can't beat a bit of Bob Marley.
Yeah, Bob Marley. Yeah, he's another one. And
love a bit of UB40. I like UB40.
Alexandre O'Neill. I like. They're my 5. Yeah. So anyway, let's move on. Looks like with no on any, we're going to have to really swap the team around. It looks like it's Xhaka's going to be back for Leeds.
Yeah, I think he'll go back with Xhaka and Ceballos because he knows those two can play well together. Yeah, I think he'll go back with Xhaka and Ceballos because those two those two have got a trusted partnership. We might go with Ceballos. Yeah, because we see the thing is as well, we don't know because we don't know that. Listen, Partey's obviously out because I think he's still injured. So we're going to be without Partey. It depends because he's got to change that front lineup as well. He's got to change that front lineup.
Sorry, we'll if we will refund that anyway. Don't worry, and we'll refund it if there's anything. Sonia, yeah.
What happened there? What did somebody put in a super chat?
No, because we won't have people. We won't have people mentioned in this. I don't want to. What it is, everyone. I'm not having people that have done this trying to do our channel a lot of damage. I don't want any of them mentioned on our channel. So what? If you're going to put super chat about that, and we don't want them mentioned, they won't be mentioned. And if you need them, you just claim your money back, and that's it. Because I'm not going to be talking about people that have tried to damage my channel.
And do you know what it is? Can I just want to say this as well, guys. Everybody in the chat, right? Don't mention people that hurt Claude's channel or anything like that. You know, and I do the same with my channel, is just focus on the people that want to be there and that want to support your channel and that want to buy into it. You know, don't worry about all these people that don't. Just focus on, you know, and I always say, because there's for every 100 people that dislike you, there's always 1,000 people that love your channel and that like it. So focus on them ones, because the people that watch it, the people that tune in, the people that put super chats in, the people that tune in, week out, they're the ones that matter, not these haters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't want to mention them. That's it. Simple as that. I just want to carry on with the people that really make this chat happen. People that I love, that make this thing happen. By the way, I did miss Michael Jackson now. Yeah, Michael Jackson's another great artist, no doubt about it. He's one of my favorites as well.
Great.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, fantastic, unbelievable. There's the one that who's the girl that they found dead? She was really good as well. She went out with that guy, Doherty guy. What's his name? What's her name again? My name.
Which one? The one that died in 2011.
She went out with a guy called Doherty, and who was heavily into.
You're not on about Amy Winehouse?
I forgot his name. It's gone. I can't think of his name.
You're not on about Amy Winehouse, are you?
That's it, Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse, yeah.
She was good. I thought she was brilliant, and I thought she was great as well. Yeah.
Just the problem, isn't it? They turn,
AC,
they turn to
AC
drugs.
For that. Thank you, AC. Yeah, that's another one that was nice. I like cool music. I'm not one of these people that just go like, got to go for a certain brand of music and follow that. I like all, as long as it's. I'm one of these people that like all type of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm the same. I like a bit of ultra. I like a bit of rock. I like a bit of love a bit of Status Quo, a bit of Deep Purple. And then I like then a bit of country and western. Then I like some rap music. It's weird. My music taste. When people look at my music taste, they'll go, "How can you like all these genres?" But I don't just stick to one genre of music.
Do you know what? My memory with names is gone now. I don't know. Something's not right with me at the moment. I can't think of. I never used to be like that. There's another one. Another artist I like, but people might. That's it. That's the one. James Blunt. I like James Blunt. James Blunt as well. People might be weird, but I do like James Blunt.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of decent music out there.
I don't want to say this because I'm well known is that I'm getting these calls, but I don't know how they get this. Someone's put that on the internet. My phone number on the internet has been really nasty. I'd love to know who's done that because he really is.
Yeah. Do you know? He's never put anybody's number on the internet. Do you know what I mean? If somebody, the way I look at it, right, is if somebody's given you their number. So say if you've given somebody their number, like you give it out of confidence. Like if I give my number to somebody, I don't expect them to band it about. Do you know what I mean? If somebody's giving you their number, they give it to you out of confidence and, you know, because you're a friend and that. Like anybody who puts it on the internet that's just mucky. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't put somebody's, you know, if you wouldn't want your number out there on the internet, why would you put it out there put somebody else's out there to get them lots of hate and that? No, it's mucky. You shouldn't put someone's number on the internet.
I'm going to address this point from Con Wiss. He says, Claude, we are a sinking ship. I don't want Tottenham leftovers. He was poor at Tottenham. And I don't agree with that. I don't think he was. And slow. He got his time. Don't let Arsenal be a retirement home for Tottenham. No, I disagree. I disagree with Eriksen. I think it was more contractual. His contract was running down, and he wanted something. Yeah. He wanted a new trade. I don't believe that. I don't agree. You look at the way Tottenham were trying to hold on to him. They were. If you watch the documentary, the All or Nothing documentary, they were making every effort to give him a new contract, but he didn't want it. He wanted to run it down, and that's it, which he's entitled to do. I disagree with that. I really disagree.
I think Eriksen's a decent. I think people. I think the problem is a lot of people see Eriksen and they immediately think of Tottenham. You know, and that's what puts them off. If Eriksen played for any other club other than Tottenham, you know, people wouldn't, wouldn't object so much to it. But here's the thing as well. We took Sol Campbell, and you know, I know Sol Campbell's not in Eriksen's not in Sol Campbell's league, you know. But we took Sol Campbell, and look how that turned out. And I'm not saying Eriksen's going to be like a legend of that ilk, but listen, we can't afford at the moment to be too picky. And you know, listen, we need quality in that midfield. We need creativity. We severely lack creativity, and if we have aspirations of getting into the top four or getting into the Champions League via the Europa League, sometimes doing a deal with the devil short term just to get your long-term achievements, I'm all for doing that. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm all for doing that. Sometimes you've got to have a means to an end, and I'm not saying Eriksen will be a long-term solution because of his age, and that he's obviously not going to be a long-term solution. But sometimes you need intermediate, short-term solutions to achieve your long-term goals. And our long-term goal is obviously to win the Premier League and be back in the Champions League. So to do that, we need to just sometimes maybe get players who we wouldn't normally have just to get us there, and then we can get players that of real quality once we're there and once we've got the finances behind us.
Yeah, I'll ask you, so Anthony Bonucci's come up with this one. Claude, do you think we will beat Leeds? And me personally, I think we've got a good chance because Leeds play an open game that will suit us more. But then again, I don't know what Arteta's going to do. He might actually change his tactics now because that defeat might have knocked him a bit sideways with that defeat against Aston Villa. I personally think we've got a good chance against Leeds because they're quite an open team. That allows us a lot of open space to exploit. But they might change it. He might change it, but who knows? He might actually change it. But I don't know. What about you, and you're on that one, Leeds on Sunday?
I think we'll beat Leeds because they're very expansive at the back, and we find we get more success when we play teams that are expansive at the back and that are a little bit open at the back. I mean, I do think we'll get a lot of joy against Leeds. For me, it's we've got more tougher games on the horizon than Leeds. But then, having said that, like you said, Claude, you just don't know the way Arteta is going to set up. You don't know what he's thinking because that Aston Villa game was a big wake-up call for him, and a big wake-up call for his coaching team. So you just don't know what they're thinking. Who knows? Listen, there's no prediction. There's no prediction of what's going to happen, because Arteta is likely to just rip up what he's done in the past and try something new. So, we just don't know that until maybe Thursday or Friday we'll have a better inkling. But even then, you just don't know what kind of lineup he's going to put out. And like you say, with Partey being out, now that El Neni's obviously out, you just don't know what players he's going to play and what formation he's going to play. So I guess we just have to wait and see, don't we? And but what I do know
this is going to be tricky.
What I do know is that we do need to start getting points on the board, because if we don't, we're going to be in real trouble.
Listen, I think this is a tricky few games coming up with Arsenal. I think they've got to play Leeds, then Wolves, and then Spurs away. So
and then Burnley, Southampton.
I think this could be a tricky group game. So they need to pick some points. I don't think they can afford too many more defeats either, because I know it's a sort of season where no one is really pulling away, but eventually these teams will get their act together, and they could be left behind.
That's exactly what I said, Claude. Eventually these teams are going to get their act together, and they're going to wake up, and we need to be in a position when that happens that we're up the table, we're at the top end of the table, rather than in the mid to bottom end of the table. And if we can get our act together now while teams are inconsistent, then we might just have a chance of getting back up there. But if we wait until teams are consistent, then we're going to really, really struggle. We're going to absolutely struggle.
Jason, shout out from Jason from Melbourne. He said, good work from you. Shout out Claude and Daniel from Melbourne. Keep up the good work. That's from Melbourne.
Big up, guys.
Everybody needs good neighbours.
Do you know what? I've actually been to Melbourne as well. I've been to Melbourne, and it's.
You've been in there? Yeah, I remember you went there, didn't you? To Australia.
Yeah, I went to Melbourne. Yeah, I went to Australia in February. I went to Melbourne, Sydney, Ayers Rock, and Cairns. So yeah, Melbourne's a massive city, a massive place, and there's so many elements to Melbourne. But yeah, I've actually been to Melbourne, Jason. So I've been to your neck of the woods. I love Australia. It's a nice place. Nice place.
Anthony Herbert says, what manager would you want that's not in a job at the moment? Well, we're not going to talk about speculation yet, because we don't know what's going to happen. But at the moment, as I say, let's give it till the end of the season before we make them sort of decision. Arsenal, hi, Alexis says, hi, Claude and Daniel as well. So he's giving you a plug there, Daniel. Someone says, give me the phone numbers, and they'll ring them. Yeah, I'm afraid
it won't make any difference, to be honest, because they don't care. They don't care, and they're not going to any people.
My head and
they ain't going to do that. That's what they're doing it for. They're doing it for attention, and they've got nothing better to do. They're in lockdown. They're not doing anything, and they just need to grow up and get a life and stop it, because at the end of the day, it's an inconvenience. That's all it is. It's an inconvenience.
Salim says hello from Singapore. We've got someone from Singapore there saying hello.
Yeah, big up Singapore. I've been there. Well, I've stopped off at the airport on the way to Australia. But yeah, I've heard good things about Singapore. I would like to go there and see this nice country.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what's this geezer talking about? Claude, is Terry back later? Voice of stats and facts. Are you for real? Voice of stats and facts. No. Maybe I had to do a bathroom. Yeah, great. I mean, I haven't said all that yet, and still ain't done it yet. Yeah, and don't start giving them bad stats and facts on here. God, Jesus Christ, do me a favour.
Oh dear.
Anyway, only one voice of reason on this channel. Only one voice of reason. Leeds might play open football. How are we going to score goals if we don't attack? We will, because we'll have more open space. If they play open attacking, if they play attacking football, we'll catch them on the break, won't we? We'll catch them on the break. We'll catch them on the counter attack.
Yeah.
So that's why I think we're going to win the game. We could win. Do you think the players are slowly turning on Arteta? Not yet. I think there's still a lot of players. There are a couple of players that are not happy, and they've come out openly. But not really. I don't think the majority of players are on board still. Sorry, Daniel was going to say something. Sorry, mate.
No. I was just going to say, as for playing against Leeds and struggling to score. Listen, that's something that Arteta's got to turn around, isn't he? He's got to listen. If he is the great Messiah that everybody keeps calling him, then he'll have a plan, won't he? He'll have a, listen. This is what he's got to do. And as for players turning on Arteta, I think some have, but you're always going to get that with a new manager in. There's always going to be players, but I think like you say, Claude, most of them are on board, and I don't think. Listen, I don't think that they will turn on him just like that. I think it's just to get a few mind games from some of the players. But listen, like some of the players have valid grievances as well. You look at Pepe, he should be in the starting lineup. He should be given a consistent run of games. Williams had right from the start of the season a consistent run of games, and he's not doing it. So, you've got to change it. Listen, Pepe scored in the last few games that he's played and got a few assists, and Williams done nothing. So listen, the gripes that certain players are having are valid gripes. If they were underperforming and still griping, you probably could say, well, actually, you've got really nothing to gripe about. Like the likes of Mesut Ozil. He's had his chance and he's had more than one opportunity in here and not done it. But players have.
I just want to answer this for my friend in Ireland, lovely friend in Ireland, Corinne. I hope you're well. I hope everyone, the family's all well, mate. And one day I'll come over. One day when I get sorted.
Ireland's decent, man. Ireland's lovely.
Says, do you think? No, she's lovely, and they're a lovely family, by the way. And they always look after me when I go over there. They treat me like a family as well, so they treat me as part of the family. And I've got a lot of time for them. She says, "Do you think top four is on?" She's saying, "Do you think Arsenal will get top four?" Daniel, let's ask you. Do you think we'll get it?
It depends. It depends on whether we can pick up points in the next few games. It depends. Listen, if we play like we have been playing, then we're not even going to get top 8. Let's be real about this. If we play like we have been playing, then definitely not. But certain things have got to change for us to get top 4. We've got to be more consistent. We've got to start scoring from open play. We've got to be more expansive and creative going forward. It's all well and good being defensive, and yes, the best form of attack is defense. But at the end of the day, if you're not prepared, if you're not going to score the goals at the other end, you can defend all you want. But what's the point? What's the point in defending? What are you defending if you're not scoring a goal? If you're not scoring any goals? And they've decided to do some work outside my. They've decided to do some work outside the front of my house. It's probably what you can hear.
It's still going. It's still going on. Carry on. Keep carrying on, everyone. Keep phoning me. Do what you want. Do you want? I mean, if that's all you can, if you're good at, keep doing it. Well, Daniel, come to the end, mate. Thank you so much for coming on. I want you to give up what your channel's all about. Tell them where they can find you.
Well, yeah, listen, Claude, thanks for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure, mate. You know, I always love coming on your channel, and you know, I love what you're doing here. You know, it's absolutely amazing. And the debate yesterday was fantastic. You know, unfortunately, Terry, unfortunately, mate, I think you've lost this one. But yeah, no, I love what you're doing. But yeah, my channel is the Blind Gooner. So I'm trying to push it to 1,500 subscribers now, and I'm well on the way to doing that. So yeah, please do go and subscribe there. Listen, my channel's still fairly new. I've only had it 10, 11 months. So yeah, please do go over and show that some love and subscribe, because like I say, I'm trying to push it to 1,500 in the short term, and I've got big plans for the channel, and going forward. I'm currently working on some ideas. I know, Claude, you're going to come on, have a regular show once a week on there with me. So once we sort stuff out. So yeah, I've got really massive plans for it. So please do go and check that out. But yeah, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure, Claude, coming on your channel. It's always a good laugh and good.
Always a pleasure. I'm just going to give one comment out from Dan Potts, who has not been very well. I hope you get well soon, mate. He says, afternoon, Claude and Dan. Enjoying your channel, Claude, while I've been at home. I'm struggling to see where we can pick up points in the next 3 games. Now, come on, Dan. We'll be all right. We'll get points at Leeds.
Yeah.
We'll beat Wolves, and then we'll take them
well soon, Dan.
And then we'll put Spurs on the road. 9 points out of 9, Dan. Come on, let's be optimistic, yeah. Anyway, if we're not, we'll be called rats. You know, we don't want to be called rats all the time. You know, so let's be optimistic.
Yeah. But I hope you get well soon, Dan. You know, I know you've not been feeling very well and that, but I hope you get well soon. And you know, listen, and I know you popped in on my channel. Back on the deadline day stream, but yeah, I really appreciate that. But yeah, I hope you get well soon, mate, and you know, hopefully Arsenal can bring you some positive vibes.
Right, everyone, but as Daniel says, please subscribe and share to his channel, The Blind Gooner. Let's get Daniel up. Let's get him up the subscribers up before Christmas. A great channel. Always says what he means. No bullshit, no crap. Says as it is, and one of the few people a lot of people should respect in the YouTube world. What can I say, Daniel? Thank you so much again. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Have a lovely day. I don't know whether we'll have anything going on tonight. I'm not sure, but look out for it. And yeah, well, enjoy the rest of the day, everyone. Take care, and I'll definitely be back earlier tomorrow, because I'll make sure I get the alarm on my phone to wake me up earlier, and back tomorrow a bit earlier, about 11:30. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna who's gonna be on. I think I'm trying to get Curtis on. Well, we'll see. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.